Hello dear students, welcome back to the science class. Yes dear students, in the previous video class we were studying about the lesson how plants survive. Yes, what all we learned? Yes, let us remind we have learned about the terrestrial plants. Yes, what we learned about the terrestrial plants? We learned nothing but the plants that grow on a land are called a terrestrial plant. Okay, and the plants which will grow in a plains and in mountains. Next we learnt about the plants which grows in a deserts, then about swamps and marshes, then the plants which are growing in a coastal areas. These all things we studied in our previous video class. So today we are going to study about aquatic plants. Yes dear students, do you know the meaning of aquatic? Yes, what are aquatic plants then? Yes, here is the definition of the aquatic plants. Plants growing in a water are called aquatic plants here. Plants that grows in a water. Where it will grow? In water. Are called what? They are called aquatic plants. Dear students, in aquatic plants there are three types of aquatic plants are there. How many types of aquatic plants are there? There are three types of aquatic plants. First one is a floating plants. Second one is a fixed plants. Then the third one is a underwater plants. So let us study one by one in detail now. First we study about the floating plants. See here, floating plants means what? These plants are spongy and filled with the air. So how these floating plants will be? They will be spongy. Yes, you all know sponge. Yes, how it will be? It will be very soft. If you touch, yes, you will feel smooth, spongy, and it will be filled with the air also. So in the same manner, here the floating plants are spongy. How the floating plants are? They are spongy, and what they filled here? They are filled with the air. Okay, this makes the plants very light and helps them to float on water. Yes dear students, as you all know, all the lightweight, yes, lightweight plants, it may be or anything, lightweight things, they will float on a water. Okay, heavy objects, okay, they will submerge in a water. But if the lightweight objects are there, then they will float on where? They will float on a water. For example, if you take a leaf, okay, leaf is very light in a weight. Leaf is very light in a weight. If you put in a water, it will float on a where? It will float on water. Okay, in the same manner, these floating plants, what they will? They are light in weight. These whatever these floating plants are they are very light in weight here. Why? Because they are spongy and they are filled with the air here. So it makes the plants very light and helps them to float on water. So the plants will float in water here. They will float on a water. So can you tell what are floating plants then? Yes, why these floating plants will float on water? Because of its light weight. Because of the light weight, the floating plants will float on water here. Examples are like a water hyacinth, water lettuce. Another name for water lettuce here it is a pistacia. The next one is a duckweed. Another name for duckweed is a wolffia. These are the examples for floating plants. Yes, here they have given the picture water hyacinth, and here even they have given the duckweed. You can observe here the duckweed. Yes, the leaves are floating on water here. Can you see here? Yes, the leaves are floating on water. So it is duckweed is an example for floating plants. Duckweed is an example for floating plants. Even water hyacinth, it also floats on water only. Where it will grow? On water. It will float on water. It will grow in water only, but it floats on the water here. So it is an example for floating plants here. Okay, I will show here water hyacinth. Yes, can you see? It is floating on water. Which it is? Hyacinth. Water hyacinth. Yes, I have shown the here clear picture. You can see it. Okay, what it is? The name of this is a water hyacinth. Okay. See, here you can observe that here the plants are where they are floating on water here. They are not grown into the plants. They are on the. They are not grown into the water. They are on the water here. They grown on water here. Such plants we are calling it as a floating plants. The plants which grows on a water, which floats on a water. Such plants we are calling it as a floating water, floating plants here. Okay. The next one here is the fixed plants. The second type of a plant is a fixed plants. Let us see. These plants have roots that fix the plant in the mud at the bottom of the pond. Yes, you have observed the pond and these ponds, nothing but it is some small water. The water is covered. Okay, that place is covered with the water here. Okay, pond, lakes, these are the sources of water. Yes, pond is one of the sources of water. Okay, these plants have a roots that fix the plant in the mud at the bottom of the pond. Here in the pond, mud will be present. Okay, these roots will be fixed into that mud here. Their stems are hollow and have air spaces here. How the stems here? They are hollow. Hollow is nothing but here, okay, air filled here. The roots will be filled with the air here and it will be light in its weight. And air spaces. This helps the flowers and leaves to float on water here. Only the roots will be attached to the mud. So remaining parts, leaves and flower, they will float on water here. The roots are fixed where? In a mud here. Where that mud is present? Okay, mud is present in the pond here. Okay, the broad and flat leaves spread over the surface of a water to trap maximum sunlight. Yes, dear students, why the leaves and flowers? Okay, the broad and flat leaves, how the leaves will be there? Fixed plant leaves will be how? They will be broad here. B-R-O-A-D, broad, and they will be flat. Broad and flat, you can observe in the picture. The leaves are broad here, you can observe the leaves are broad here. Why the leaves are broad? Because to absorb the sunlight. Okay, why? Because to get the sunlight. Why plant leaves need a sunlight? To prepare their food here with the help of the photosynthesis process, as you have learnt already. Okay. Here the leaves are flat and they are broad here. How the leaves are? They are flat and broad and spread over the surface of water. Where they are spread? Over. Over is nothing but the upside of the water. They are floating here. Why? Because to trap, nothing but to get the maximum sunlight. Yes, with the help of the sunlight, the leaves will prepare their food here. For that purpose, the leaves are broad and they will float on water here. The leaves have a stomata only on its upper side here. As we all know that the stomatas are present underside of a leaf. But in the case of fixed plants, okay, in the case of fixed plants, the stomatas are present upper side here. The stomata, where it is present? The stomatas are present upper side here. Okay, with the help of stomata, they will exchange their gases also here. The leaves have a waxy coating to repel water. Example, lotus and water lily. Yes, you all know lotus. Yes, all will like a lotus flower. Lotus and water lily are example for fixed roots here, fixed plants. Nothing but their roots will be attached to the mud and their leaves, they will float on the water to get the sunlight for their preparation of a food here. Yes, here I will show the picture of a lotus, which it is lotus plant it is. Okay, you can see the leaves are floating here. Can you see here? The leaves are floating on the water. And how the leaves are here? Yes, can you tell how the leaves? Leaves are broad and flat here. The leaves are broad and flat. Okay, as these are broad and flat, they will absorb the sunlight here. They will get the sunlight and they will prepare their food here. And where the stomatas are present upside of a leaf here. Upper side of a leaf, the stomatas are present here. This is a example of fixed plants. Lotus is an example for fixed plant. One more is water lily. Okay, even water lily also, it also same. The leaves will float on the water. Okay, the flower will grow on the water only, and the roots will be in mud here. This is about a fixed plant. The next one is a underwater plants here. The next one is a underwater plants. Let us see. They are completely submerged in water. Dear students, these plants are submerged. Nothing but these are completely in water. You can't see it. Okay. You see here. These are submerged is nothing but they are inside water. These plants will grow where? Inside water. Their roots, their stem part, their leaves part, all will be inside water only. Okay, the leaves and stems are thin and flexible. How the leaves and stem? They are thin here and they are flexible. This allows them to move with the water currents. They have a narrow and thin leaves with no stomata. See dear students, they are having the narrow and thin leaves. The leaves are very thin and there is no stomata in the leaf part. They take in gases dissolved in water. Then how they will breathe here? Okay, even in water the oxygen is present. That oxygen is dissolved. Nothing but in water oxygen will be present. For that we will call a dissolved oxygen. Okay, that oxygen is dissolved in a water here. Then with the help of that they will breathe here. They take in gases dissolved in a water through their body surface. Okay, examples are hydrilla and tape grass. Okay, hydrilla is an example for underwater plants here. Where these underwater plants they will grow? They will grow inside the water. They are completely submerged in water. You can see, yes, here upside is water and the plants, hydrilla plant you can see underwater here. They are submerged here. Even the tape grass also. Even this tape grass is also, it is also submerged in a water. Okay, and they will exchange their gases. Yes, they will release out oxygen and they will take again carbon dioxide inside. Where that gas is present? It is present in a water only. Yes, this is an example of hydrilla. You can see where the hydrilla plant has grown. It grown in a water only, hydrilla. Okay, this is an example for what? It is an example for underwater plants here. It grows in a submerged in a water only. You can see this upside water is there. Okay. So today we studied about the three types of aquatic plants. First one is the floating plants. Next one is the fixed plants. Next one is the underwater plants and their examples also. So dear students, what you have to do? You have to read this lesson, how much I have taught and some of the difficult words I have given here. Read and write it 5 times. The first word is a floating. The next one is a spongy, hyacinth, lettuce, duckweed, submerged, flexible, stomata, hydrilla, narrow. These are the some of the difficult words from today's class. So read and write 5 times and read the lesson also. If you get any doubt, you can contact me. Have a nice day. Thank you.